listening to the Ale School Google.
Fuck, I can't be in the dressing gown.
Rob just posted a picture of him at his sister's wedding in the group chat, and it looks like a screenshot from Dating on the Spectrum.
It looks my cousin trying to talk to me next to a fire pit, and I'm just totally ignoring it, looking at my phone.
But
If I
you shouldn't be ignoring women in your league, but
yeah, surely family's accessible at this point.
yeah. Oh, fucking
I
hell.
look good in those photos, though. I didn't look that good in that photo, but I was a handsome boy that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a good day?
What?
Was it a good day?
Yeah, it was a wedding. It was all right.
Okay. What was the spread like?
The spreads, the food.
Fuck,
you mean? It's controversial because it's my sister's wedding. I'm not allowed to say anything bad, but it was a bit shit, yeah.
Savage.
She had like a Mexican food cart thing.
Oh, yeah.
And, it was a festival truck, it was. I chose a theme for a wedding, a festival.
Nice.
And, yeah, it was just a bit lackadaisy.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough food for everyone. You got like a taco with like a couple of morsels of meat in it.
Oh, that's a bit shit. Like,
Yeah.
should have doubled up, got 2 trucks.
Yeah, it wasn't like
a...
a...
Something.
Normally you'd have
got-
like a breakfast dinner. No, what do they call it? Wedding breakfast. I don't know why they call it. Why do they call it a wedding breakfast when it's like 3 o'clock?
I don't know. to be
I
honest
don't
with you. I don't think I've ever been
That's
to one.
Wow, well, fucking
Weird one, that.
amazing podcast content. You've got to go to the wedding though. You've got to eat until you're sick. I found there's 2 ways to do it. Absolute, just boozing fucking food like a Roman lord, like Bacchus, the god of wine. like
I'm like
Victoria.
cigarettes. That's my
I'm
thing.
going to eat until I sick. Eat until I sick and then eat some more. Either that.
I can picture you there in the corner in a wheelbarrow with just your pants on, covered in wine,
Fuck,
Yeah.
some
Gravy.
donuts, some
Either
chicken
that-
legs, like Henry VIII, but bald.
Yeah,
Like a
definitely.
modern god, like.
bring me a boy. I wish to fuck a boy.
And the hot
Good
flannel.
boy.
Bring me one of the wait staff. I wish to molest a boy.
Bend
Or
him
wine. Or pig. I'm going to
Giddy
grope
up.
this boy. Yeah, so it's either
Anyhow.
that way to go, or sneak drugs into the wedding and be that guy on drugs at a wedding.
Yeah. Oh,
To
fuck.
be honest, the former is more socially acceptable.
Yeah. It's always fun watching the latter, though. Like, I've been to a couple of weddings, you can clearly see, like, that one person, you're like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that.
Not appropriate, is it? It's not
Yeah.
appropriate. You can't.
No.
I disagree with it.
Yeah.
And, like, keep it
Don't
together for one
touch
fucking
little
day.
boys at weddings. Is that the message, right?
Yeah, you know, you can
No, you can't.
grope
can't.
at a wedding.
No.
Cheeky finger, like.
PD wedding, is it?
Yeah, it's a celebration of love.
Peering.
No, don't, dude. Like, having an affair at a family wedding is wild.
What?
Having
fucking
an
jump.
affair, you know, like people cheat at weddings, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like we don't
something
have any
about it, though,
stories of that, do we?
Imagine
No, I don't
shagging
think
someone's
so.
bird at a wedding, though. Fucking hell, that's... There's something about that,
fucking-
isn't it?
That's
It's a power
fucking
move
hangover
shagging the bride,
next
though.
day.
Can you imagine being invited to the wedding and still fucking the bride?
Oh,
Oh,
but it's
that's
that's
like apex
It,
predator
it was my
level.
sister's wedding, so no.
I bet you sniffed her pants when you were younger, though. Oh, let me suck deep upon the ambrosia.
You're
Chewing
fucking
empty.
wrong.
It's like,
This ichor has intoxicated my senses. I must breathe deep upon the elixir.
Bill
Memorized
Nye
all
with
this,
musky.
this law.
I'm quite upset.
Why?
I was almost late for this podcast because I was playing RimWorld,
Oh, yeah.
and they're getting smart now. Like
They're going to escape the game like the Matrix.
Yeah, some raiders that fucking attacked me. I set up like a fucking perimeter.
Oh, yeah, terrorists and
Because I thought they were going for my back doors, so I put the bulk of my forces in my back doors because they were
All
fucking
rimming is going...
avoiding my kill box. Shut up, it's traumatizing.
I was playing RimWorld. It started going from my back door.
Yeah, they were rimming my back door. So I sent the remainder of my forces to my kill box. It's also a volcanic winter, so I don't have any electricity for my fucking turret. So they fended off the front, and the cunts killed both my dogs.
No, not the dog.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd be fucking reloading the save, but now come here, man.
I played like, but I sent someone out to go. For some reason, one of my guys is bonded with a rhino, so he's got a pet rhino now.
Fuck yeah, as you
I
do,
can't
like,
remember.
innit?
It's the second time he's done it. The first time he did it, he named it Kelly.
We all know what he's doing with that fucking rhino. He's
But-
mountain that beast.
But no one's bonded with the dogs, so I've got a rhino called Kelly, and the dogs are just called Labrador 1 and Labrador 2.
How would you bond with a rhino? What are you doing? It's fucking Ace Ventura or something.
Dude,
How are you bonding with a rhino?
I could just do Let's Plays on RimWorld. I think I've had it for like
I've never
a month.
played it, and I am interested in how it
Oh,
works. I'd like to see. Do I?
It-
Like the
it's-
ghouls.
so complex, so in depth. I'm not going to get into it on the podcast. But
It's
I've
an old
sunk
game,
80
though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's constantly been updated and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got a
But
lot
I've
of-
sunk 85 hours into it, and I
Yeah.
sent someone off to go rescue Labrador 2 because she was pregnant. She should not have been in the firefight.
No, poor dog.
She was trying to protect the master, who has not bonded or named her. But she was a pregnant dog, and I sent someone to go rescue Labrador 2, and then I was like, "Where the fuck's Labrador 1?" It's like they fucking killed Labrador 1.
Oh.
There's no body or anything like. It was just fucking gone. Like,
It's just gone.
Did you name Labrador 1 in honor of their sacrifice?
No, but I did
so.
have this 98-year-old woman with dementia who got shot in the brains in the crossfire. Like I thought it was great. I was like, oh, she's been a pain in the ass for fucking ages.
It sounds a bit like Dwarf Fortress the way you're describing it.
It's pretty much just
Dwarf
like-
Fortress.
yeah, there's like an
I haven't
update.
played that either. I think
anyone-
on about it.
I played
To
Dwarf
anyone
Fortress,
that's
it's fucking hard.
autistic, play fucking RimWorld.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, you can get your dog
But
shot
anyway.
and you can get backdoored.
Yeah. So anyway, no one's shagged anyone at a wedding, have they? No. I pissed my pants at a wedding once.
Oh yeah,
Just for a laugh,
it was-
or we just
It was bad. I was in
destroyed the toilet at a wedding.
oh,
Got away with it.
fucking. I got absolutely blackout drunk at this wedding, and I was being a knobhead, an absolute knob. And we were all sharing a big house, and we went back. And I was being so much of a knobhead. Someone like judo flipped me through a table because I did no memory of it.
no.
What he didn't
No
tell you
memory
was he was 8 years old.
I have no memory. And I went upstairs to piss, and I couldn't undo my fly. And I walked downstairs to a room with all of my friends in. I stood there at the doorway and just went, oh, I'm pissing myself. And stood there and just pissed my pants in front of everyone.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, you may as well own it like that. You know what I mean?
Do you not have pulled your pants down? Like,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
it's just like
I
pulling them.
can't do this hip.
I was
Might as
so
well piss
hammered.
myself,
Gonna walk
and then
all
just
the way back
don't show
downstairs.
everyone else that I'm doing it.
Yeah, it was like some weird display.
What's the opposite of a voyeur?
An
Exhibitionist.
exhibitionist. Oh, it wasn't good. I remember I woke up on the floor. I was
In your
the
piss,
room with
like.
yeah, I woke up in the room with my girlfriend. I was like, fucking hell, my shoulder hurts. It was dislocated at the time. That was the first time I dislocated it.
Oh no.
Say, oh, you alive?
Yeah. Woke up on the floor. And I just went, why the fuck am I soaking wet? And she just goes, oh, like what? You pissed yourself in front of everyone.
Oh no.
I was like, no, I didn't. And then I had just fucking flashbacks of me not being able to do a button fly on a fucking suit trousers. And then standing in the door frame going, oh, I'm pissing myself. And
Like,
emptying
tie
a
up and
full
everything.
bladder of piss into my suit trousers.
You turned into the penguin, like.
That's
carpet.
fucking evil, isn't it? That's not a celebration of love and joy. Fucking
It's a celebration of something.
You love pissing yourself.
Was it carpeted floor?
I don't know. I can't remember. I didn't give a fuck about the floor.
Yeah. I was
It
gonna
was
say,
a low point in my life.
Yeah.
If that was a highlight, I'd be fucking worried.
Like literally, I'm not friends with any of them anymore, and I understand why.
Okay, I'm surprised you don't live more like Charlie from It's Only Sunny in Philadelphia. These are the sort of stories he would come out with.
Dude, you
Fucking
should have known me in
rapping
my prime when I was like addicted to meth.
Yeah, it's pass.
Living under a bridge.
When I had like ounces and ounces of amphetamines just in my freezer that I just went to, like, just gonna eat some amphetamines, and that's me,
Fucking hell.
you know, adequately psychotic for the day. That turns off all senses of empathy and morals in my
Is this
head.
when you were touring with a band doing pyro as well?
Ah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, of course.
Shitting against walls.
We can't talk about the unspeakable act, okay?
That's
You can't say the dark magic.
yeah, that one's. I've kind of moved past that one now.
No
Don't
doubt
shit
of
in
it, I
pu-
suppose.
don't shit in public.
Oh.
in the industry where you work, it doesn't go well. Yeah, some fucking greatest hits, isn't it? Right.
But fucking,
I saw. Go on.
I was going to go back to weddings, Ever, if you got something else, go on.
Yeah, let's talk about weddings for a bit.
I was going to say, fucking, I haven't got any, like, sexual stories for weddings, but fucking, I have completely demolished a toilet in a wedding and got away with it. Fucking, it was just after the ceremony. I think we just had food and got, like, put into the bar, and, like, I was already fucking, I don't know how many drinks deep. I was fucking 8 out of 10 pissed already. I was fucking there, like. So I walked up to the bar, and there was this fucking woman there. Never saw her again after this either. And she was like, oh, she's talking about this shot. And I was like, oh, fucking go on then. I'll have one of these shots. And it was gin. Oh my fucking God. Do you know when you do a shot and like you can feel a copper in the back of your mouth? And you're like, oh, I'm going to spill. So I fucking huffed it right to the toilet. But I think the shot was like orange or something because like I fucking opened the door to the cubicle and just literally painted it like fucking head to toe orange. But fucking then I was panicking and I was like, oh no, fucking. So I just think quick in my pissed head. I was like, I'm not going to clean this up now. I'm going to need to figure out how to like get out of the situation.
I
so
can't
I went in
spend too long at this crime scene. I can't clean this crime scene up. I'm going to act like I found it like this.
Yeah. So I went to the cubicle next to it and put my trousers down and pretend to take a shit until someone walked in. And like throughout the night, like I'd go back in and you just see the waiting staff coming in going, oh, this is fucking disgusting. Has anyone found out who's done this yet?
Like torpedo in there.
Oh, but it was so funny. I told the person whose wedding it was like a couple of months later, it was me, and he was like, you motherfucker. They were like, fucking about that the next day. Always hide the evidence.
What's the most drunk you've ever been, do you think?
Oh, I've been blackout multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, I have. Like, there's a couple I can think of. I remember once in uni, I got through 2 cans of Carlsberg, but I threw up halfway through, and I still kept going. Like, people locked me outside of my own house.
2 cans.
I don't know.
2 crates.
2 crates.
12-weight crates.
You said 2
Carlsberg,
cans.
so that's like I had a normal lager.
I had 2 whole cans of beer to myself.
I'd be burping too much with beer, like.
It was 2 12-weight crates, it was. And I still not that many, but still. I got locked out of my own house by the people at this party, and I wasn't allowed back in. Until I posted all of my clothes through the door, and they still didn't let me through. So I was like,
yeah, obviously, Jesus Christ.
1 o'clock in the morning in February.
Went to an after party with an open bar, and I wasn't supposed to be there, but everyone was really happy to see me, so they were just pouring drinks into me. And I was like, right, I've hit that limit now. I've hit critical mass. I need to go get drugs or I'm fucked.
Yeah, outside having a fag first as well, just like pressure.
So I was like, right, mission. Took some fucking stooges with me, just some bodyguards.
Henchmen, NPCs.
And I was like, got to my flat, and then I was like, oh, fuck. My keys to my flat are in my backpack that I couldn't take in the pub, so I gave them to my freelancer who's now gone home.
Oh, no.
All right, I'll climb over the fence, and hopefully I've forgotten to unlock the back door. Climb over the fence. I knock over this massive steel table that bangs into the window, and it weighs a ton, it does. I looked at it and I was like, I really wish that it broke that window so I could climb through it and then phone my landlord the next day and say, someone's broke my window.
That's immediate end to all your like problems as well, then.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, right. So I climbed back over the fence. I was like, right, I need to go to my freelancer's house. I got his address. So I was getting an Uber then. It was like a 20-minute Uber. And at this point, like pints and pints of vodka and whiskey were making its way from my stomach into my bloodstream.
Nice.
So I told my freelancer I'm almost there. I fall out of the Uber. And I'm like, okay. The Uber driver's like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, fine. My freelancer's driving up and down my street trying to find me. But I'm so drunk that I crawl into an alleyway and fall asleep.
Fuck yeah.
This is like, it was winter as well. It was fucking...
That's scary. That's when people actually die from hypothermia, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he gave up driving up and down the street. I woke up fucking freezing, the coldest I have ever been. I woke up. And I was like, fuck, I need to find this house now. So I look at my phone, and I'm clearly in like low frame rate mode because I'm so hammered. But it's so cold, I'm watching the battery drop. Like, I'm watching the numbers drop. And it's like, I've got seconds to find this house number now. So I get a quick subliminal flash of the house number, and I'm like, right, I'm going to that house number. If that's not it, I'm fucked. Yeah. So I go to the house, bang on the door. I've been asleep in this alley for about 2 hours. Fucking bang on the door. This boy opens, I thought it was my freelancer. I just go, I'm sleeping over. And I push past him, go into his living room and just pass out on his sofa. Then my freelancer comes down, and this guy, who turns out to be his brother, is like, who the fuck's that? And he goes, oh, that's my boss. So I wake up in the morning and I'm like, right, I'm only an hour late for work. That's okay.
Fucking hell.
When was this?
Last year.
It wasn't even in his manic face. Like,
It was just last year. If I had drugs, I would have been fine. You know, if I had a couple of grams of speed in my pocket, I would have walked there, got the keys, walked back.
Yeah.
So I wake up and I go into the kitchen and there's this middle-aged woman who's like, hiya, lovely, are you okay? Are you Dylan, you boss? I'm like, yeah. Nice to meet you. And she walks away and I'm like, why the fuck's living with a middle-aged woman? And I just went, that's his fucking mum. I assumed he was in some sort of house share, but I'm like, oh, I've just come into his family home like this.
That's fucking great.
And he comes downstairs and he's like, you all right, bud? I'm like, do you live with your parents? He's like, yeah.
Loser.
I'm like, fuck. I was like, what did I do last night? He said, you pushed past my brother, said, I'm sleeping over, and then fell asleep on the sofa. I was like, all right, can I have my backpack? I'm going to work. That was a good one. That's a good drug story.
Yeah, and to be fair, that was the perfect way to end that, because like nothing bad happened. You just went straight to sleep. Like,
Yeah.
I slept in a skip once because
what? You are a bin man, like.
I worked at Red Hot Will Buffet, and there was a French guy there called something Pierre. I've forgotten his name, but
Marco Pierre, like.
no, he was a bartender. He wasn't a chef. All he did was just drink coffee and smoke cigarettes. He never ate anything. The skinniest guy I ever met. But we went out. He invited me out for drinks. We went out for drinks in Cardiff. He had a house somewhere. Do you know Richmond Road?
Yeah.
It's by Dylan's place, basically.
Okay.
On the corner from there. And
I've crashed
they had a house.
shitholes on Richmond Road.
Yes, there's a lot of student flats there, isn't there? So it was a student house.
Oh,
There was
right,
just a little Pries drink there. So everyone went there, and they're all speaking French. So I was like, where the fuck am I? I'm just getting absolutely blasted, playing Ring of Fire in French. They all go out clubbing, and I'm like, it's fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what they're saying at all. They're all speaking French. I'm just going to go now. And I was like, what did they say? What did they say in France when you're saying goodbye? Ciao. No, arrivederci.
Ciao, Bella.
No, that's Italian. Whatever. It's goodbye in French, I said, right? And then I realised, oh, fuck, there's no trains now. Taxi, 60 quid.
Oh.
Go back to Richmond Roads, thinking I can find the flat. Can't find it. But there's a skip there with a tarp on it. I just think, fuck it, it's me 4 hours to the train. So I just climbed in the oh, fucking can't be arsed. I'm fucked.
That's nomad behaviour, that is.
It was cold. It was like April, so it was like chilly, but it wasn't like fucking, you're going to die cold, you know?
Yeah.
I'd fucking love it if they picked the skip up and took it back to the
Oh, I was shitting myself all night. I heard so many stories of like homeless guys sleeping in dumpsters and they get turned into the machine, you know, chops you up into a million pieces.
I went to one of the gigs down the bay once. Went to one of the gigs down the bay. I only wanted to see the open acts. Once again, I got absolutely blackout hammered. So I walk from the bay back into town, and by the time I get to Phil, all the booze has gone from my guts to my blood. So I
Gets
just
the blood streamline.
yeah. So I just lay outside on a table, face down. The staff are like, "You right, Dale? Do you need to get a taxi?" I'm like, "No, I'll be all right in a minute." So they just, my favourite bar woman there, she kept bringing me very strong drinks just to try and get me more drunk.
That's a fucking trooper, that is.
Yeah. So I'm lying there, face down, and some autistic losers come up to me and they're like, "Hey, are you okay?" You know, like people that don't go out much.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
And
they're like,
saviour acting and shit, like.
yeah, they're not from the city, they're from somewhere nicer, and they were just being nice.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I just need drugs. I just need drugs. And they were like, can you get drugs? I'm like, yeah, I just need £100. And they're like, yeah, we can do that. So they came back to me with £100.
Really, yeah.
Yeah. And I get up and I'm like, right, I'm going to go meet my guy. And I get to the end of the street and literally just, just fucking walked home. Just walked home.
Fucking profit, like.
They deserved it, to be honest. They found a random man on the street who was off his tits, couldn't even open his eyes, and give him £100.
Yeah.
Like, that's deserved. Purely because they'll never do it again after that.
No,
I can imagine they called the police as well afterwards to say, we tried to buy drugs and the man nicked our money.
Yeah, think you can't get like, it's perfect crime, that is.
someone I was in uni with, yeah. I can't
Oh,
say
yeah.
his name. There's... So, he was going... A bunch of his missus' friends were coming down. And he'd been drinking with me for a little while. He was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go out with them and then you can meet up with us later. I'm like, yeah, okay. And he messages me and he's like, can you get me cocaine? Can you get me cocaine? I was like, yeah, I can sort that out. I'll meet you with it. And I come out. I hadn't had it delivered yet.
Yeah.
But I get out there and he's fucking hammered.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely
Powerful hammered, like.
waffled. Yeah. We're sat there in the full moon.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And we're
Like
just
that place.
sat there at a table. And then he just projectile vomits over the entire table. Like, completely fucking covers this table in spew.
Maximum effort.
Yeah. And then they're like, right, you need to send him out. So I take him outside. Oh, yeah? Why is my default speaker changed?
Dunno.
1 min. My audio has decided to fuck up.
Mid-story as well. Come
I know,
on.
innit? Fucking...
We're on tenterhook shit. My brain is in receiving mode.
I was
Nothing
so
to
into
say.
that as well. And I was like, fuck.
The guy threw up everywhere. Oh, we got to stop now. I wonder what happened. Did someone slip in it? Did someone fall in it? Did he have to awkwardly pick it up with some paper towels? Was he asked to leave the premises? Fucking hell.
Ah, nothing funnier than a spew sometimes, though, is it? Fucking, they were trying to catch a spew. Oh, man. Fucking, oh, there he is. He's back.
And it's still broken. It's Dylan. Dylan's the one with the baddie audio for once.
Yeah. Well, anyways, catching spews. I can't remember where it was, but I could vividly remember just like knowing I was going to be sick, trying to make it to the toilet, but knowing I wasn't going to be able to get there. So I just like clasped my fucking hand around my mouth, like airtight, to the point where like I spewed, my cheeks are full. And, like there was like
Absolute
pressure bursts
turbo
out
mode,
of like my fucking webbing. Yeah, so like just little spurts of spew just be coming like through my fingers. Oh, I'd be on the ceiling and I'd just lines of spew. Ah.
I've been quite a spewer in the
Anyway.
past, and go on.
I'll finish this one. So I chuck him at the end of the street and it's like, right, stay there. And his missus goes to look after him. And I was like, right, I'm going to go in and gather your friends now. Then we'll go back to mine and we'll
Fuck
continue
yeah.
the party at mine. And then all the people outside run in to come get me. And I'm like, what
Never
the fuck's
insane.
wrong? And they go, he's hit his missus.
Oh.
Ooh.
So I'm like, oh, no. That's fucking
cheat,
mad,
that.
that is. That's not a good one. That's a bad look. So I
But
run
like, you're probably like,
outside.
oh, hook, uppercut.
I don't. It wasn't like, I don't know. There wasn't a mark on her. I think it was just like a drunken, retarded flail. But anyway,
Oh, yeah.
Threw up
People
everywhere.
that's-
Hit his missus.
Yeah,
Hit his ass
good
out.
top night.
Hit the triple.
no, it's like because some bouncers
Kick
saw
the
it,
midget.
and a bunch of spectators took offence to it. They were like, "We've got to phone the police." I was like,
Oh, no.
"Oh,
That's bad.
yeah." So I sit him down in this whole, little doorway. I'm calming his missus down. I'm like, she's emotionally vulnerable enough for me to fuck her tonight, but probably shouldn't make this boy's day any worse.
To be fair.
That'd be evil, wouldn't it? That'd be so evil.
Yeah.
I'll look after you, babe.
Definition.
Just sleep over to mine.
Definition of kicking a man when he's down, that isn't it?
Did they break up soon after?
Well, so anyway. He's like the mildest, nerdiest guy. Imagine like the stereotypical nerd, yeah? Like, and just seeing him in cuffs being put into the back of a van and he just looks at me and goes, well, I guess I'll see you later.
Glasses fall off. It's Doctor Who scarf tangled in the handcuffs.
And it's like, oh, what the fuck, man? Yeah, the relationship didn't really last much longer than that.
I think I offended her the only time I met her, I think. Was that the same one I met?
I don't know. I like her. She's nice.
I kept calling her Wesley Snipes, didn't I?
Oh, that's a different fucking bird.
Oh, it's a
that
different
is.
one, is it?
Yeah.
I thought that was one of his girlfriends. Might be a different one.
No. I was dying in a K-hole on a chair in the living room. And this bald woman came in. And the sound was, fuck me, it's Wesley Snipes. And I'm there, holding on to reality, and I just go...
She did like it, apparently, but I was in no fit state to do anything either, so I just kept saying it. I was like, oh, Wesley's kicking off.
was it. Her partner came in, and I've told stories of this K-hole before, but party at my house, and I got a fucking van key, and I took probably just like a gram of ketamine on a fucking key, with no tolerance at the time, and Nikki just goes, did anyone else see that?
Yeah.
That's no good. So I then descend into the crystal realm, fighting crystal golems. Absolute tripping out in the Artex dimension, because I was just looking at the ceiling and getting sucked into it.
Right, my Artex is cursed.
And a housemate came in. Well, it's literally cursed. It's mostly asbestos.
Yeah, it is the cursed materials. Like.
It's literally got poison damage. But my housemate came in and he was like, what the fuck's wrong with him? And Nicky's like, he's fine. But he's just staring at me.
He's mine.
Dill. Come on, Dill, you'll be okay. He's fine. Come on, Dill. Don't be dead. Please don't be dead. I was just there completely grey. No blood in my skin at all. All my blood had gone to vital organs just to keep me alive.
It's like a scene of Pulp Fiction. You got the adrenaline shot ready. It's going to be straight to his heart.
But they're just staring at me. He's like, come on, Dill, come on. I just go, oh. He's like, hey, he's fine, man. Look at him having a whale of a time.
Like a deaf guy getting wanked off.
Okay, just retarded.
Some people just like living in that realm though, because like there's one dude, I can't say his name on the podcast, but I haven't said it. And Dylan will know him from uni. But like he would get himself in such states like he couldn't physically function. He would just like eyes roll back in his head and he'd be walking around like a fucking alien. So we don't have to like take turns like babysitting. It's just like interdimensional being every now and again. Like,
I've never really done that with drugs. I've only done it with booze, but I remember going blind from booze once. I literally got blind drunk. I drank like a big 70 centiliter bottle of vodka in the night.
Nice.
And I was walking around the house party and I could literally only see what I was directly looking at. Like everything else was just black around it.
Oh, that's
it was fucking scary. I couldn't like.
It's because your brain figures out your peripherals. So literally, your brain wasn't functioning enough. You had tunnel vision.
That same night, I was in Exeter. I was at this all these posh kids around. I took a big diarrhea shit in the toilet with the door open. Walked in on me and I was like, I can't, no.
That's fucking great.
I threw up in some girl's special sink as well. She had
special sink?
Yeah, she had, in the kitchen, they had like 4 sinks, but one of the sinks was for her because she was like OCD. And
that's 2 for. It was like the one.
It's like a germaphobe or something. So she saw me taking a shit, a big diarrhea shit, and I threw up in her OCD, gotta be clean sink as well. Like I did a pint out of my shoe as well, and I had to get a mega bus home the next day. I thought, people say do a shoe, it's supposed to be just a shot, it is, but I did the full can. I poured it into my 1-year-old DC.
Yeah.
I poured the entire can into my shoe and I downed it, and the shoe was like a year old. It's fucking stank.
Oh yeah, supposed to, innit? But yeah, no, fucking, you done it the right way. I think them lot are just pussies.
Yeah, you got to do a full shoe.
Yeah, fuck I.
Like my worst sick story was at another house party, and I had, well, you tried to hold the sick in and get to the toilet quick, and I was doing that. I was holding, it was in my mouth.
Yeah.
I ran to the toilet. I was holding on to it. I opened the door. I knew where the toilet was. As I opened the door, in like one swift movement, I was going to throw the sick from my mouth into the toilet, and it goes, whee, and the toilet seat was down.
Oh no!
It just fucking splattered everywhere over the bathroom.
Oh man!
It was in my mate's new. What the fuck? Is your cat having a fit?
Is he kicking off? What the fuck happened there?
Just jumped through my microphone.
People didn't know. Dylan's cat was sat on the bed behind him, and it just dive bombed his head, and he's wrestling the cat mid-air. He's so fucking with it.
Psycho. The fuck?
He caught the cat mid-air. What's he doing?
He wants to be on the podcast, but he's doing different
cat now. What's he doing?
I'm just bothering him now. Fucking psycho.
Fuck it. What's the weirdest looking spew you've ever seen then? I remember at an house party when I was in comp, some dude got called Carrot Legs because he just fucking spewed up just straight carrots onto himself, and he was just Carrot Legs for like years.
Why is there always carrots in sick? It'd be weeks since you've had.
Well, that was the funny thing about it. We were like, "But that looks like carrots." He's like, "I don't even eat carrots." We were like, "Oh, okay, yeah." Just producing fucking orange.
When I was touring America, I've told the Four Loko story here before, but it's about time that I came back. There's this drink called Four Loko, and there's all these stories online about it, about people doing mad shit off it. It's been banned in Europe and most states in America because it's 15% and it's got a shitload of energy drink products in it, but like really strong ones. Apparently if you drink 4 of them, you black out and just do mad shit because you're filled with all this energy.
That's so you get like type 3 fucking diabetes, isn't it? That's how you get dementia.
Yeah. It's we were in this shithole called like the Bug Jar or something, with a tiny little thing.
Oh yeah.
And
so the grasshoppers from Bug's Life drink, is it?
Yeah, pretty much. And then like in a dodgy Asian market across the road, I find these 4 locos. So I'm like, oh, sick. Because we've been telling stories of them all the way through the tour. So I bought 4 of them, and I come back, and I'm like, look what I found. And everyone's like, oh.
This is happening.
So I drink one, and it's literally like the energy drink stuff is so strong in it. It's like a line of cocaine. It's incredible. You drink one, and I drank another one during the show. And then I get all the opening bands to start drinking them. We just bought all of them from this shop. I drank 3 of them, and then the Danish singer of the opening band comes up to me and goes, "Oh, take this shit from me. I cannot drink it anymore." And I sit on the edge of the stage. I drink it. I'm just completely black out from there. There's videos of me like throwing my shoes, swinging open a fire door, bending over to pick up my shoes, getting smashed in the head with a fire door. I'm literally throwing stuff in the truck on the loadout. And then I'm in the little splitter van on the way back to the hotel. I fall out of the van, projectile vomit up into the air all over myself.
Like a fucking Italian fountain.
Yeah, and it was just bright green. It was bright green, alcoholic, 15% energy drink. Because I've drunk the equivalent of 3.5 pints of wine. I get into the hotel. I'm 308 pounds, by the way. I'm fucking huge. They throw me on the bed. I bounce off the bed, and I wedge myself between the wall and the bed.
Oh, no.
So I'm just stuck in there. They can't physically get me out. So they just wedge, like, pillows and blankets down there with me. In the middle of the
at least
night.
they thought of that.
Yeah, in the middle of the night, I crawl out of there, get into bed with the drummer, start spooning him, and then, like, 10 minutes after, just cover him in vomit.
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely soaked him.
I bet he's fucking tamping for him in radio, wasn't he?
How
How did he react? How did he respond to that? Was he cool about it, or
I've seen this man eat sick out of a urinal.
why?
It's just a powerhouse, but
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, good times.
Fuck guy. Oh, man. We talked about spew fucking loads, haven't we? Fucking, what is it about spewing though? Like, it's visceral. It's just fucking, it's primal, isn't it? It's just, everybody understands.
it's the most zen
spew.
state a person can enter because you
Yeah,
can't
please
think
spew.
of
About anything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just you are your guts for a moment in time.
Yeah, you do have that mental clarity. Like, you are like a bullet trying to find a toilet when you need to spew. Like, it don't matter how drunk you are. You're like, whoa, this is happening. I need to do something.
It's a zen state. It's like shitting your pants a bit.
Yeah.
No, shitting.
I don't have it for
than shit my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, people will forgive being sick.
Yeah, it smells a lot nicer as well, usually. See, I think that's what it
Shitting
is.
your pants.
Chances are it
usually-
smells like Strongbow.
That's the first thing I ever threw up off, and I still can't smell it without like,
Same
feeling
here.
sick.
Same
Oh.
here.
PTS fucking Strongbow, like. Oh,
Yeah. That's a Valley's rite of passage, Alice. Strongbow
Yeah,
is
flagon.
foul, though.
yeah. My mother bought me my first flagon of Strongbow, and I just got absolutely shit-faced off it immediately.
Yeah,
Spewed
that's
everywhere.
just what I used to get shit faced on as a kid was Strongbow.
Frosty Jacks after Strongbow. I couldn't do Strongbow after that, so I went on Frosty Jacks then. Back in the big 3-litre bottles.
We used to drink Turbo Rosé,
Turbo Rosé, what's that? No.
Copper Kettle in Aberdeen. You go up there, two bottles of wine for a £5. You buy one white, one red. You drop a gram of speed and then mix it up together, and you've got a Turbo Rosé.
Fuck yeah. That's powerful. That's fight juice, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just horrible. It is. It's like a 30-year-old body could not sustain a Turbo Rosé.
Nah. Like, fucking, I've never been one for drinking in the house, but like I've always liked and enjoyed a drink. But like, I've got booze in here still from Christmas. I just haven't touched. I just fucking, I can't do it anymore. Just fucking, it's just something about an hangover that is just so unappealing now. It's just like, I just can't be fucking asked to deal with that for 3 days. You know what I mean? It just takes all the fun out of drinking now, I think.
Yeah, I do, definitely.
Hard work, like. Look at us. Oh,
I drank Saturday and just felt like shit Sunday and Monday.
yeah.
It's just like, do I just, yeah, fuck it.
But like,
All this talking
boring.
about drinking does make me want to get hammered with the boys, though.
Yeah,
I've
to be
been
fair.
thinking this for a while now. I want to go out. I want to go out.
If that's
Down
like,
for one.
I love that. Like, if it's like a fucking going and meeting up with the boys, like fucking, I'm well there because that's like a predetermined sesh, like, but like fucking just like go to the pub or something, just like on a Friday. Just fucking, what the fuck's the point of that?
Yeah.
Well, my missus went fucking bridesmaid shopping Saturday, dress shop, like trying on dresses and shit. So she started drinking midday. So I went to go meet her for food. I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll get hammered now anyway.
Okay.
And yeah, it was all right. It was okay.
Whose wedding you going to? Her family, I'm guessing.
No, a friend. I got
Are
fucking
you going to shag a bridesmaid by the end?
Yes, definitely.
There we are.
My missus is a
Yeah,
bridesmaid.
we've gone full circle.
I got 4 weddings coming up in the next 2 years.
Any funerals?
You can't really plan a funeral, can you?
No, it was a shit,
You can,
it was a
but it's
shit-
not legal.
It was a shit
Well,
joke. That was. It
was-
If they're terminal, you might be able to as well. You never know, innit?
Yeah, I suppose.
Imagine that. I think I'd prefer to plan my own funeral because then I could know, like, no dickheads are going to be on fucking, they're not spending money on useless shit. I don't like playing
I
wrong
had a
songs.
thought about this yesterday about like, what I was thinking about like how you could use AI to design someone's funeral and what would you do for your mates? And I was thinking like, if you had to, I was trying to think like if I had to do Dylan's funeral, how would I start it off? I was listening to a song and I was like, I probably want to open with like "Son" by Rammstein. That's how you'd walk into. Right?
Nah, but-
and it'd be like some big cathedral, and his coffin would go down the aisle, and a lightning bolt would hit it, and it would catch fire, and he'd like that.
Perfect, but you need to change the music to the entire fucking Chocolate Factory Primus album.
Yeah, you need to spike the buffet with a bunch of hallucinogenic drugs.
Bury you with that fucking hat on as well. Looking like the ringleader.
little
Like.
baggie of coke taped to every what's it.
Hell, the way to go, mind.
Do you want some breaking news on the podcast?
Go on, then.
Go on.
Ozzy Osbourne guitarist Jake E. Lee has been
Oh, yeah.
shot multiple times in Las Vegas.
Fuck off, is he?
Yeah.
What the fuck's happened with that?
Random
Got shot
shooting
multiple
occurred
times. He just told you.
while the musician was out walking his dog.
Must be barking at the moon. Fucking, what album was he on? No.
Let's have a look.
So it was after Randy, wasn't it? Fucking
I don't know.
Blizzard of Oz, maybe?
I don't know. I used to know. Bark at the Moon and The Ultimate Sin.
Ah, yeah, should have gone with like first answer. Fucking Bark at the Moon, Mike.
As long as he's still doing gigs, then.
He's trying to, and but he's like
No,
fucking
he's-
falling apart.
Fucking riddled with Parkinson's.
Yeah.
He still puts roll down to his fucking hip board, doesn't he? Or when he fell down the stairs, he still fucking records all that.
Oh, dude, it's So I've worked with some legacy bands and people that have known legacy bands. Like
Yeah.
they always say that it's a fall, but the answer is always they're just an old man. You know,
Yeah.
they've got
Yeah.
diabetes and shit. You know, just old man shit.
Diabetes.
But it's not rock and roll, is it? You know.
No.
But I used to think, you know, you were saying what albums he was on. I used to think to be a fan of a band, you needed to know fucking everything about them.
Yeah. Do you remember like being a teenager and like popping and sucked into music the first time? You're like, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep this shit. And like, yeah. You realise like by the time you're like 19, like, fuck me, this is just autistic and annoying. Like,
Now it's just like I don't even know the names of songs or what albums they're on or what bands they buy.
Yeah.
I just
song
put them in a
with
playlist.
yeah.
Anyway, like my bands when I was a teenager that were like Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple and Bob
Oh, yeah.
Dylan.
So you just listen to your dad's music with
Yeah.
it. No originality for there.
That's right. I remember having a full blown argument with someone once about Journey because it got what's that down da 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 down da 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 down what's that song?
I don't know.
Don't Stop Believing. It came out on Glee. Do you remember that show Glee?
No,
Oh, it is Journey,
Rob.
yeah.
I never watched it,
Watching
but
TV,
everyone, all the
right.
girls in school were going on about it.
Now, my dad used to watch Glee. My mother used to call him gay.
But apparently they covered that song in it. It was like a big hit. It was like a flash in the pan thing. And I remember just trying to gatekeep Journey and say they had 2 good albums actually out of the 4 I've heard myself. And I've been a Journey fan for years. And actually,
Sitting there, you double denim on, like, fucking.
I knew about this song well before you knew about this song. Thank you very much.
Like, I've never got, like, been into that. Just arguing with strangers online about shit. You know what I mean?
Just pulling random records out.
Fucking hell, Scott's at a suntan.
Picturing Danny DeVito now with shoe polish.
right next to AC/DC's TNT.
Poetic.
This fucking record collection is worth about $7,000, and it's just a massive fucking pain in the ass.
Is it though? Because like,
It's nice to have,
think
innit?
about that
Nice to
in 20
have.
years now. You were going to appreciate that so much more.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, when you fucking retire, you got nothing else to do. Just slam around. Nah, keep it because, like it said, it'd still increase in value anyways.
Yeah.
That's the nest egg, well, anyways. We were kids, just fucking sell that when we was going to college.
I started putting a record collection together when I was in my early 20s. I still got them now, and I like the idea of having a record collection, but I
Yeah.
don't like paying for it or storing it.
To be honest, when I did it, I was a teenager, early 20s, so fucking... I probably started this about 15, 16, 17 years ago. And it's before it all became
boom, is it?
trendy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I used to be able to go out and get 4 original albums for 20 quid. You know?
The Kelly's records.
No, yes. Kelly's was my main place for it. Because, like, then all the Back on Black stuff started coming out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, I can get a reprint of this for 25 quid, or I can get the original for 4 quid. This ain't good.
Yeah. Quick plug. My father actually owns a record store, and he has an online record store now called Ed's Attic Music. Listeners, listen up. Ed's Attic Music for the best records in town.
Oh, but that was
On
like,
Discogs today.
you've got a voice for adverts, but
9 out of
can't
10
find
scientists
it.
say Adam is gay.
I can't find it. Ed's Attic Music. There we go.
Records.
Ah, okay.
Oh, it's actually Ed's Attic Music Store on Facebook.
I found it. I'm going to message him now saying, I heard you.
Oh no! Oh, this is the opposite of a plug.
You know, as soon as Skitty gets a hold of this,
Do what he wants. You see on the right, it says permanently closed on the Facebook review, so don't worry about it. On the Google review,
why is it permanently closed? Or is it not?
because the market shut down where it was located. But it's online now. You can order it online instead.
That's very easy for him as well, to be fair.
it's on his EV. Don't worry, I'll censor that out, Rob. I'll censor that out. Fucking hell.
Made nice progress today. I'm doing some DIY. Finally stained my wood, my hard woods.
What we stained it with?
Many months exposing it to the elements, and now it's a chocolatey brown because I fucked it up.
What colour was this
I'll
for?
take you in a bit. I'm gonna sand it back down now and re-varnish it.
Savage.
Yeah.
She just completely fucked
That's
it.
what I've been up to today.
Okay. I've been trying to get a leak fixed in my roof I have this week.
Yeah.
Just fucking dripping. Yeah, I think it's from where there's a fucking, like a chimney. I think where the weather's been.
It'll be back
He's
in
dead.
a second. I've had to fucking switch over to... I've had to switch over as using my mobile phone as a router because my internet is that shit.
Savage.
Has this been a gradual thing, or has it just happened like this last couple
No,
of
it's
weeks?
always been shit. It's always been shit. I've spoken about it on the podcast before, but I can't get 5e.
Yeah, I listened to the last one. Yeah.
Oh, thanks for listening, babe.
Hoktar.
Fuck to work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Nikki
got
was
that last
fucking
time, didn't
claiming lies in the group chat.
Yeah, I
said
almost...
this.
Oh, yeah, about fucking, what was it? Pantera, was it? I'm sure he was all about Pantera last time. But he didn't mention any other bands, did he?
He did mention 3, but it was
That was.
Mudvayne, Pantera, and he said in the group it was Fun House, Fun Criminals. I don't know.
Fuck.
fuck
Part
you on
Cannon.
about?
I don't
It
fucking
wasn't.
know.
It wasn't them.
Who knows?
Yeah,
Who cares?
a different
That was last episode.
band.
It's over now. It's not real.
I know.
I saw an albino woman in the gym.
Oh, yeah. You're so shiny.
Dude, I can understand why they killed him and crushed him up into medicine.
Why?
Who's
So,
they?
like, see, like an angel or an alien or something who's just like, oh, it's a mythical being, like, or...
Yeah, dude,
Like-
albino people killed for medicine. It's a thing.
Yeah, it happens a lot in Africa. They like, chop their arms and legs off and shit and sell it.
Dude, I saw
Which it's fucking, it's miserable because like if you're already in Africa and albino, you probably have the worst time there of anyone anyways. You know what I mean? It's fucking boiling. And you get
Silent-
chopped up on top of that. Fucking,
About 80 people with albinism in Tanzania have been murdered since 2000. Yeah, man. I can
that doesn't sound like a lot,
Tanzania.
but like there's only probably 100 of them anyways.
I can understand it though, because you see that and it's like, yeah, they're definitely magic. Oh, you look at the
Maybe how
pictures
he picks
and they're
it,
really
that's
sad. It's people with their arms cut off and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on, kid, you will.
Oh, I can though.
With my new albino arm.
Oh, no. Guys, my hair loss and erectile dysfunction is cured. Fucking hell.
Imagine if that's the secret. Albinos.
Delicious powdered albino.
That's secret to what? To eternal life.
Yeah. Just chewing an albino like.
Oh.
Go on, what else we got going
What
on?
about Steve, haven't we?
How are things going with the women in your life, Rob?
Oh, it's been all right. It's always more. Always more to scare off. Yeah, I was talking to a bird last week. It was going all right, and then I.
Was it?
It was, yeah. We had a nice conversation. And then,
Is it going all right? Yeah, we had a nice
I asked her out, she
conversation.
said yes.
So
and then
many
the next
times
day-
you've made it to arranging the date stage, and you've fucking spaffed it up the wall every time.
Yeah, she said yes to the date, and I said to her, I had a conversation with her. So how about 7:00 Saturday? Go this place. And she just saw it, didn't respond, and I read it. I listened to it back, and I said something more like, "Well, yeah, we can get a train in, have a drink, get drunk if we fancy it, get a train home, and do something else."
Yeah, but the way you said it was like so casual. Like it almost came off as smooth.
Yeah,
So I reckon
well,
you would have
I meant-
fucking probably got away with it if you just left it like
Yeah,
that.
My brain was in
Didn't
logistics
say
mode,
anything.
saying like we could. I know. My
Less
brain
is
was in
more
logistics
sometimes.
mode, and I was like thinking, we can get drunk and get a train home separately, but we can do something else while we're out, like karaoke or combat. Because she
He
didn't
was
respond.
thinking
I
Karaoke
thought
or
she might-
combat.
Yeah. But because she didn't respond to it, I thought she thought that I meant we're going back to yours and fucking. That's what
Our
I
move. I mean, like when a man
Of course,
takes
then
charge.
second guess yourself and you send like another note after that. It looks like you're being a fucking pussy.
Yeah,
Yeah, you completely melted out, man.
Yeah, I'm
Is it
terrible at
time?
stuff like that. That's why I always time for what?
Is it time that we get the team back together?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Super dating awesome team like.
Let's get the 18 back.
We've tried to
together.
repeat, but like
Team Shaggers.
But for people who aren't aware what we're talking about, we successfully got Rob at Friends with Benefits for a while by completely puppeteering him. So,
It's like fucking Weekend at Bernie's.
it was like none of Rob's personality was coming through. We were literally like possessing him like a ghost because he would send screenshots to the chat and then say, right, I want to say this. And then all of 8 of us would explain why that's either creepy or psychotic or just completely retarded. Why that's not a good idea. And he would push back. He would push back every time and be like, no, this works. This works. This is a good idea. And it's like, Rob, we have to remind him every time, when has this ever worked before? When has this worked? Trust the process.
yeah.
And then we succeeded in getting him a fucking...
Somehow I got through the first date alone.
Yeah, it's about time we get the team back together then.
Fuck. I'll have to set up a little show for him of like a blind date for fucking Rob. Like,
You got any miniature earplug things you can just sit in the
Yeah,
corner
set
where the spoons
of IEMs and a wireless mic. We've got the technology.
Yeah, we can
we can
rebuild
rebuild
it.
him.
We could genuinely set that up.
That would be fucking great.
Can we do that? That'll be the funniest thing in the world.
First date to Rob, like.
We'll have to hide a lapel on it. We'll have to like
It'll
glue
be
it
like
in
that
the
TV
hairline.
show where they like get an earpiece and tell a guy to say things to people, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like in
We've got the
Practical Jokers,
technology.
So
to do
Impractical
that.
Jokers.
that would be fucking funny.
You can do an episode like that. Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah,
Right.
I'd be down for that.
That's fucking excellent, that is. Right, I'll stop.
Got any good friends?
Don't drop my missus' name on the podcast.
Find someone at the wedding for me.
All right. Shall I see if I can take you as a +1+1 to the wedding?
Oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Can
It's really
my
funny.
boyfriend bring his boyfriend?
Even I know that's weird.
Fucking excellent.
There's no way you can like politely ask to go to somebody's wedding, is it? You know what I mean? You've got to be invited. Like, there's no way you can be like, oh, can I come?
I've been like, no, I did that to a fucking guy I was working with. I was like, so why the fuck am I not invited to your wedding then? He said, there's no space on that. I was like, that's fucking
You're
bullshit.
too massive.
Just intimidating this poor man. Like,
I was just kicking off about it, just taking the piss. And he phones me a couple of days later. He's like, some family have dropped out. Do you want to come to my wedding? I was like, man,
along,
you can't let me bully you into going to your wedding.
that's fucking funny though. Did you end up going?
No,
Fuck yeah.
kicked off a fuss and I just didn't go in the end.
Fuck, I know
All
all
right.
that chicken.
Are we gassed out then, gents?
We're fully gassed.
We've hit the mark.
Have a good night, my baby boy.
Nice
Fuck, right, have a good one,
gents.
everyone.